Hi, I'm Scott Noonan, CEO of Audio Advice. I'm here today with Leon Shaw, our founder.
We've got some cool toys to talk about.
Oh, yes, we do. So we're going to talk today about the top 5 gifts for someone who has everything. So, Leon, why don't you kick us off here?
Yeah, these are kind of the best. So we feel like this is the world's best record cleaner. If you know someone who's really into vinyl, has a big collection, it is amazing how much better a record sounds after it's been cleaned on this machine. It uses ultrasonic vibrations. If you drop a record in here, it fills up with water mixed with a cleaning fluid, and these brushes start to turn, and the water shakes. It's kind of like they clean jewelry, and then it dries it completely. It's just fun to watch it work. And it's the world's best record cleaner by far. We've had some people buy more than one for their 2 houses, even where they had 2 turntables set up. It's just amazing.
Well, I've used this on some records that I had when I was a kid, and I thought they would never sound good again. And it is shocking what it will do to a record and pull off of it.
It is. I was doing a test of a new turntable a couple of months ago, and it just didn't sound right. And I looked at the record and I'm like, well, it could be clean. Clean it on this, problem solved. Yeah, it's amazing.
So let's move over to Macintosh, which is sort of an iconic name. Tell us a little bit about.
Yeah, so we were just at the Macintosh factory a few months ago and got to see how they just hand make everything. So we feel like the world's best stereo receiver is the Mac 7200. We don't have one here because it's too heavy and built like a tank. The thing weighs about 100 pounds. But it's beautifully made, has the classic Macintosh Blue meters on it. If you want the world's best sounding stereo receiver, that is it. You'll be able to hand it down to the next generation. You'll love the way it sounds. It's just a pleasure to use and just look at. It's just so beautifully made.
Okay, so if someone already has that and they got to pick something else from this and they've decided, oh my gosh, I got to go back to my turntable roots and listen to some vinyl, what is our pick?
So we think the Planar 10 that just came out with the Feta 3 new moving coil cartridge is kind of a world beater turntable. It's not the most expensive turntable in the world, but it's in the upper price range. It's a little under $7,000 with the cartridge. But we just had that in, tested it, and it sounds fantastic. The platter is made out of the same material they put on the nose cones of missiles. It's a ceramic platter, and everything about it is just to the nth degree to extract the most possible sound off your records. Plus, it looks really cool.
Yeah,
it sounds amazing.
So how about a DAC for people that are either on the go or small space? What is the coolest portable DAC we've got here?
Well, it's this little guy right here. This is in a different price category than the other components we're talking about, but we do feel like this is the world's best DAC that's teeny tiny. It's super portable. This lets you on the go. You can plug this into your phone or you can plug it into a computer. It's got a great headphone amp in it, designed by Gordon Rankin and the AudioQuest team. The day these were released, we sold out of every one we had in 2 hours. There was so much anticipation built up for this. This is just a great sounding DAC. It will just take the sound out of your computer or phone and remove the DAC that's in it, and this DAC gets used, which just sounds a whole lot better. And it's got a much better amp in it to drive a pair of headphones, so your headphones just come to life. It's like they wake up when they're plugged into this.
Yeah, so this thing is tiny. It's the AudioQuest Cobalt. And there's a couple versions below this, but this one is the top of the line and the best of its kind.
That's right.
Okay, so moving on to the final list. You see we've got some show and tell here with us. I actually did the review myself on the Sony Signature Series system, and it's pretty cool. So Sony charged its engineers with going out and just simply said, build the best system that people could put in their homes for listening to music. And so they built a system that consists of 3 parts. You can buy them all together, or you can buy them separately. The first part is the actual player itself. And so this looks like a Sony Walkman. You'll notice it's actually got gold around it. So it's the Sony NW-WM1Z. It's actually outside is gold. Everything in it, they told them do not spare any cost, but you can play high-res music files, or frankly any res music files on this device. Comes out great. In the ideal world, you play it out from that into this headphone amp. And this is not just a headphone amp, it's a killer headphone amp by itself, but it also can serve as a preamp. And I actually put it in my own home, and I ran it as a headphone amp, playing on these headphones I'll talk about in a second, but I also played it through a really high-end 2-channel system.
Yeah, it's a great preamp.
It's a great preamp. And so if you wanted, for instance, a desktop system, This amp sounds great as a pure headphone amp. You can come into it optical, you can come into it coax digital, you can come RCAs in, and then finally the headphones themselves. And again, you'll see if you go to videos and reviews on audioadvice.com, you can see an entire review. I did this really in depth on all three of these pieces. These are the headphones. These headphones are called MDR Z1Rs. And again, they charge the team with go build, whatever the best of the best is. These are super, super comfortable. The inside, if you look at them, actually has this little piece in it that they say was mapped based on the Fibonacci ratio.
Right.
And it's the way it breaks up the sound as it comes into your ear and keeps reflections inside the headphones from reverbing too much. And anyways, the design of them is both super comfortable, but also incredibly high quality sound.
Yeah, you can listen to those guys for hours.
Yeah.
I test them too. They sound fantastic. And the package together is just a great package combination.
So if you found this interesting, but you say, wait, these pieces are just way too expensive or not what I'm looking for, we actually have a best gifts under $500.
And a best under $300.
Jump over to audioadvice.com. If you go to videos and reviews, you can see all of our buyer's guides, all of our best ofs, and lots of product reviews. Thanks for watching.